This video is to show you how to create the penguin in Google Drawings. Your first step would be to open up a new tab. So I'm clicking on the plus sign up here to open up a new tab. I'm going to go over to the waffle or the 9 little dots, and I'm going to go down to Drive. As I come to Drive, I want to go over to the New button. I'm going to go down to More and over to Google Drawings. That opens up a new tab. All right, so I can use the shape icon right here on the toolbar, or I can go up to Insert, down to Shape, Shapes, and here's the options as well, okay? But I'm gonna use my shortcut of my Shape toolbar, and I see this one. I'm gonna wanna go down to Oval, and click on that. I now have a plus sign, and I am going to draw out an oval for the shape of the body of the penguin. So I want it to be a decent size. It can be a perfect circle, or it can be kind of an oval shape. We are then going to go up to the paint bucket for fill color, and we're going to select the color black. We are then going to go up and choose the oval again, and this time we are drawing the head of the penguin. So I'm going to draw this down and make sure it kind of overlaps a little bit on top of the body. I may need to move it up a little bit or to the side if I didn't center it correctly, but I do want it to overlap a little bit above on top of the body. You want it to be, you could go a little bit wider, so it kind of looks like that penguin head shape. Okay, you can, even with the side, with the shape of the head, if you need to widen out the body of the penguin or elongate it, just to make sure that they actually work together. Then if this did not come in black with your paint bucket, then just come up here again, click on black so it fills in. We are then going to go to the shape tool. We're going to go down to triangle. Click on that. We are going to draw a triangle here on the side. Kind of fitting here. If I eye it up over here in the middle of the body, that's where I'd want it to go. I want to make sure that this triangle filled in the color black. If it did not, then I go to the paint bucket and click on the black circle. Okay. I am then, as I click on the triangle here, this is going to become the wing. So I actually need to rotate it a little bit to the left and get it to fit on the left side of the body. And again, as you place it, you can proportion it around or resize it, but that would be the start of the wing. Okay. We are then going to duplicate this, so I can go a couple different ways. I can Control C with my keyboard, and then Control V with my keyboard, and I have a second one. Or another shortcut is if I have it selected, I can click on Control D for duplicate, and it makes it right there. Okay. I then want to use this blue circle and rotate it to the right so that it then fits over on the right side of the body as the other wing. So right now our penguin has 2 wings. We are now going to add the white belly. So I'm going to go up to the shape tool, shape down to oval, and I'm going to draw a oval here in the middle of the belly. I need to reposition it make sure it fits, and then I need to change the color to white. And then I can also take the stroke, like the pencil tool here. This is the stroke or the thickness around it, and I can make that transparent. Or if I put it to white, I can do that. I can leave it as black so it hides away. Okay. Next, we're going to add some feet on. So we're going to go up to the shape tool, shapes, and down to oval. And I am going to draw a little oval down here at the bottom, making it, I kind of drag more left to right. So it's a little bit more longer than it is taller. And I want to color this one orange. So I'm going to go up to the paint bucket. I'm going to go to orange. And I am going to keep the outline on. I'm going to leave it as black. So if it's not black, then go to the pencil and go to black. So I need to duplicate this. So I'm going to click on it and go to Control D with my keyboard and drag it over to the right side. So now it looks like I have two different feet. I now need to add the inside of the head, so I need to add a white circle there. So I'm going to go to my shape tool and go down to oval, and I'm going to draw out a long oval. Make sure it overlaps a little bit onto the white one of the belly. And I'm going to go up to my paint bucket, put it as white. And it looks like we leave the stroke on as well. Okay. Let me see what it looks like if I take it off. So it's two of the okay. Oh, we are going to put the line option as white. So it does disappear. So as I have this oval selected, I go up to the pencil. So this is the border color. And I click on that and choose white. So it disappears. I'm now going to draw two circles for the eyes. So I'm going to go up to my shape tool, oval. I'm going to draw a circle here that looks like it fits nicely for an eye shape. I may bring this up just a little bit. Okay, and we want to make sure that the circle fill is white. And then I'm going to duplicate it, Control D. So I have two of them, and then I'm going to drag it over so it lines up. So I have the two eyes, and essentially I can make them actually a little bit bigger. Okay. Get them positioned where you want them to be. I'm going to add two smaller circles, and I may try and zoom in here. So I'm going to go to the magnifying glass. And I want to zoom in a little bit so I can actually see how I position my eyes. So I'm going to go to the shape tool, down to the circle, and I'm going to draw this. I want two pupils in here. So I want a circle here, and I make sure it's kind of centered. I'm going to fill it to black, and I'm going to Control D and move it over here to the other eye. And if you don't want this to be black, you can have an eye color for your penguin. So if you want the penguin to have green eyes, blue eyes, brown eyes, or if you want them to be the black, that's up to you. Okay. We are then going to use a triangle to create the nose. So we need to go to the shape tool, then go down to triangle, and we're going to draw out a triangle. But it is upside down, so I need to rotate it all the way around and then position it here. I need to color it orange. So as I have it selected, I'm going to go to the paint bucket and go to orange. I'll leave the border on there as black. Then I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to go to fit, and now is your turn to add a background. Let's see what this looks like without. It looks a little better without the white there, or if it's better with it dragged down. Now you're going to use the curve line or the scribble. Usually the scribble is a little easier, and we're going to add a little background behind here. So I'm going to draw a squiggly line to the back. All right, so I drew my squiggly line, and right now it's in front of the penguin. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to then right click, and I am going to order and then send it to back. So it's actually behind my penguin. And I now kind of have a ground level to my penguin itself. And now we want to add some snowflakes or some designs in the back of what we could create with this. So one idea, if I look into the shapes, I have circles for snowflakes. Otherwise, let's see if we have anything within arrows. Those maybe could be snowflakes, or I would try some of these like star shapes. So let's try something kind of like that, so it looks a little bit more like a sparkle. Okay. And this was called, it was under the shape, it was under callouts, and it was the 4-point star. Or I could do just a circle. And I want these to be white. So I'm going to click on it and go to my paint bucket, and these are going to be white. And then I'm going to change the border maybe to like a soft blue. Okay. And then I am going to Control D on my keyboard and then just move these around periodically around my background, as these will then be my snowflakes behind my penguin. Okay. So I might add a couple more over here and to balance it out, make sure it's nice and filled. And then I want my line stroke to be, well, I could make them a little bit thicker. So if I just drag on top of some of the stars here, I go to the border weight, and then I can make them a little bit thicker. I went to about like a 4-point weight here. Okay. Now, you are welcome to add some more creativity here. So if I wanted to add a little bit more bumps into my snow, like there's actually little pieces here that show different levels of the snow. I can do that. I can maybe even make some of my snow lines here, like a different blue. So you can definitely add some different creativity. See what kind of brings out more like a winter scene with your penguin. If you want to add other features to your penguin, like a hat or a second penguin, maybe he has a friend there. So again, whatever creativity you want to add to it. I'm then going to go to the top here and I'm going to put Fairbanks penguin. I am then going to go up to File, Download as a JPEG. It will then download to my desktop here. And then I'm going to go to Google Classroom and turn it into the assignment.